They thought you were naive. They thought you would stumble. They thought you wouldn't notice. But here's the truth they'll never admit. Most people fail spectacularly when they underestimate the chosen one. Studies reveal that 73% of individuals crumble when their ambition is quietly observed and strategically ignored, because true power doesn't announce itself, it calculates. While they were busy throwing assumptions and testing limits, you were quietly building a fortress of skill, patience, and vision. Every laugh at your expense, every smirk meant nothing. They were just fueling your rise without even knowing it. And here's the twist they didn't see coming. What looks like calm or inaction is often the precursor to a shift so dramatic it leaves everyone scrambling to understand how they missed it. History is full of people who underestimated the quiet ones, only to become footnotes while the chosen ones dominate the narrative. You weren't just surviving. You were observing, learning, adapting. Every betrayal, every attempt to manipulate or corner you became a blueprint for your ascendancy. By the time they realized what was happening, the joke was on them. And yes, it's almost comical watching them run out of moves while you've already rewritten the rules. This isn't about proving them wrong. This isn't about petty revenge. This is about revealing the raw truth. The chosen one doesn't just respond to the game, they redefine it, leaving a legacy so undeniable that even their doubt becomes part of your story. And for them, the suspense, it's only just beginning. Number one, they underestimated your vision. They underestimated your vision, and that's where they made the biggest mistake. They assumed that because you didn't shout, because you didn't show off, or because you didn't follow the usual paths, you were simple, predictable, or easy to manipulate. But vision isn't about being loud or flashy. Vision is about seeing the pieces of the game no one else notices, and moving with a quiet certainty that doesn't need approval or applause. While they were busy mocking, judging, or doubting you, you were already steps ahead, silently mapping every corner of your future. They didn't realize that vision doesn't operate on the same timeline as impatience. It grows, it evolves, it expands while others waste energy chasing short-term wins or trying to control what's right in front of them. You weren't naive or unaware. You were studying patterns, learning behaviors, and figuring out exactly how to turn every underestimation into advantage. Every sideways glance, every whisper behind your back only confirmed that you were invisible enough to act without interference. And that invisibility wasn't weakness, it was preparation. The problem for them was they judged based on their own limitations. They assumed everyone measures success the way they do, the way they think, the way they react. They couldn't see that your mind was already operating on levels they hadn't even considered. What they called luck or coincidence, what they dismissed as just timing, was actually the result of careful planning, observation, and an unshakable understanding of where you were headed. By the time they realized how far ahead you were, it was too late. Their assumptions had trapped them in their own disbelief. They thought your silence, your patience, your calculated steps meant hesitation or weakness. In reality, it meant dominance. They didn't see the vision because it was never meant for them to see. It was meant for you to execute, and execute you did, turning every doubt they had into evidence of their own short-sightedness. Underestimating someone with vision is fatal, and they learned it the hard way. They thought they could predict, control, or outsmart you, but vision doesn't compete. It transcends. It builds, it shifts, and eventually it dominates in ways no one else can comprehend until it's already too late. They were blind to it, and that blindness gave you the upper hand. You didn't just move ahead, you left them behind without a clue. Number two, your calm wasn't weakness, it was strategy. Your calm wasn't weakness, it was strategy. People saw your quiet, steady demeanor and assumed it meant hesitation or fear. They thought that because you didn't react to every insult, every challenge, every attempt to provoke you, you were soft or powerless. What they failed to realize is that calm is one of the deadliest tools a chosen one can have. It's not about holding back. It's about controlling the moment, controlling perception, and controlling the energy of every situation around you. While they rushed, panicked or overreacted, your calm allowed you to think clearly, calculate moves, and prepare outcomes that nobody else could see. Being calm doesn't just protect you, it gives you power over those who act impulsively. They wanted reactions, drama, excuses, or evidence that you could be rattled, and every time you stayed composed, every time you didn't rise to their bait, it quietly chipped away at their confidence. They began to second-guess themselves, overanalyze, and stumble in ways that exposed their weaknesses. Your calm became a mirror showing them how unprepared they really were, while simultaneously keeping you several steps ahead. It's an invisible advantage they could never anticipate because they judged you by their own rules, not understanding that calm isn't the absence of action, it's the preparation for the right action. What makes this even more dangerous is that calm doesn't announce itself. It doesn't brag or flaunt power. It waits, watches, and reacts only when necessary and always with precision. While others burn energy in noise, arguing, or proving themselves, you preserve your focus, energy, and clarity. That's where the real strategy lies. The world is full of people who think being loud or aggressive equals strength, but strength often hides behind quiet confidence, patience, and control. They misread you, and that misreading is what allowed you to rise while they were distracted by their own assumptions. They wanted to see chaos, but you gave them order. They wanted to see panic, but you gave them composure. Your calm didn't just protect you. It defined you as someone who can handle anything, think ahead, and strike when the moment is fully in your favor. Every unshaken breath, every steady step became a testament that power doesn't scream. It executes, and they learned that the hard way.